Good evening, everyone. Sonia's here. Good evening, Sonia. How is everyone? Oh, thank you so much for sharing. I appreciate it. How is everyone tonight? Welcome to Stampin' Up with Jamie. Maybe you are catching this live or on replay. Thank you so much for coming in and joining me this evening. Hello, Renise. Good evening. If you aren't familiar with who I am Jamie, and I am in upstate New York here, and I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator for about 6 years now, and having the time of my life. Oh my goodness, it's so much fun to create and then to share it with you all and to make connections and just make friendships that probably otherwise would never ever happen. I count it such a blessing. So thank you everyone for joining me tonight. Do you like my hair, Tina? Judy's here. Hi, Roz. Hi, Jean. Yes, I got my hair cut today, and anytime I get my hair cut, she treats me and straightens my hair. So look at that. I never have straightened my hair. And here's the thing, because I'm always curly, I can't get my hands out of it. Like I'm always like, la, 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 because it's just, I never can run my fingers through my hair. It feels so weird. Oh, thank you, Sonia. Yeah, once I get it wet, it'll be curly again. Once I take a shower, the curls will be back. You can't get rid of them if I tried. Hello, Mary Ellen from Montana. Hi, everyone. I did get my hair done, Amy. I got my hair cut today. I desperately needed a haircut, desperately. I needed one around Christmas time. So it was well overdue. So thanks, everyone. Okay, before we get started today, did you see what we're making today? Who even am I? I was sitting here and I thought, well, I'm hosting Easter. I always do Easter. Although it's just me and my parents. I'm an only child, so I don't have siblings, and all my husband's siblings live in other countries. So it's usually quiet, but I do Easter, and I thought, well, wouldn't it be fun with such a cute Easter friends set to make a table setting, right? Like a little I used to do all this kinds of stuff when the kids were really young. I used to make my own Easter decorations and the place settings, and I used to do all of that. And I guess I just kind of let it, stop. And so I thought, well, why not do it again? It's so fun and the product is just so easy to use. And so we're doing something a little different, and I'm making a place setting tonight, I guess. Oh, thanks, Shanda. Yeah, I got my hair cut, so she straightened it. Isn't it fun? Look how light and straight and fluffy it is. It's so fun. But before I get into that, I just want to remind everyone that so in April, I'm going to be ordering annual catalogs. We get to see them in about 2 weeks or so. It's super exciting. Oh my goodness. I absolutely cannot wait. All the new things. So I'm ordering the catalogs in April. I'll mail them just about as soon as they come in. They come in, I'll package them up, and they basically go right back out the door. But in the month of March, anyone that places a $50 order will get an upgraded spiral bound catalog. Okay. So normally they come like this. They come with the normal binding. And it's great and it's still fun and it's amazing to browse through. Okay. But can be a little hard to open. They're so big. This has 176 pages. Okay. So if you place a $50 order in the month of March through my store, okay, this is something I'm offering. Thanks, everyone. Feeling the love. You will be upgraded to a spiral bound binding. Spiral bound binding. These are great because you can open it flat up. You can even fold it over on itself. It makes browsing super, super easy, so much easier. And I will upgrade your catalog for free to whomever places a $50 order in March. Okay, so you have until March 31st, and then the offer ends. Okay. So you're going to want to definitely place your order. It makes a big difference. I've heard many just positive reviews about having the spiral binding. So you're definitely going to want that. There's also a sale going on right now, 20% off the mini Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine and 13 bundles. Check that out. You can find all of the details on my store or on my blog. What else was I going to say? Oh, so I'm going to give a plug. If you get my email, which by the way, if you don't get my email, you should be getting my email. You're going to want to. So let me pop that into the comments here. freebies.jamie.com. If you got my email, oh, wrong one. Although what did really say? The spiral binding is awesome and so handy. Yeah, it is. Right there, freebies.jamieb.com will get you to my weekly email. In my email, you can, just for signing up, you'll get 5 free quick and easy card tutorials. And you'll also, my emails, I give out like stamping tips, Stampin' Up information, deals, offers, whatever's going on, anything I really think would be useful to you, I pop in there. But if you received my email that I sent out yesterday, I shared a little fun something that's coming down the pike, and I hinted at it and I didn't offer it. But if you are someone that struggles to create projects, if you're not sure what colors go together, if you get confused with measurements and how do I like that, but how, like, what are the measurements? How do I go about making that? A special something is going to be coming, offering starting in April. It will be offered a limited time only. I'm calling it the Project Highlight. Okay. I'm going to open registration for about a week. You will have a window of a week to sign up for it. And then I'm closing it for, I don't know how long, until the next time I decide to open it. But if you struggle with those sort of things and unsure how to put projects together, looking for exclusive content, those projects will only be provided through Project Highlight. You're gonna want in. Okay, you're like FOMO, the fear of missing out is real. You're not going to want to miss out on this. The registration, I will announce it as we get a little closer, but I'm putting a little bug in your head now so that you keep an eye out for it. Okay. And some of you are in my beta testing. I've been beta testing it for about 2 months, have gotten really, really great reviews and feedback on it. So Project Highlight, it's going to be opened in a couple of weeks. Keep your eye out for it. You're definitely going to want to get my email so you don't miss that. Okay. Hello, Pamela from Florida. Hello, Pam. Shirley, my friend. Hi, Colleen. Thanks, Michelle, for coming on. And look, see, I can't get my hands out of it. This is what happens. I'm like, la, la, la. It's so soft. For those that don't know me, I normally have not very. It has gotten not quite so curly as the years go on, but I have curly hair. So if you see me doing this, it's because I just am not used to having straight hair. I'm so weird. Okay. Are you ready? Oh, I forgot to get the sugar pops. Oh, I think shoot. I wonder if I could yell. I don't know. Can I mute myself? Let's see here. Oh, hold on a second. I think I can mute myself. Hold on. I forgot to get something from upstairs. Thanks, Judy. Appreciate it. Where are my curls? They're gone for now, Shirley. As soon as I wash my hair, the curls will be back. Hold on. I called my son. Come here, Ryan. Where are you? Can you go on the kitchen counter upstairs are the bag of chocolates? Can you bring them down for me? I forgot to bring them. Okay. So tonight, let me do this. Hold on. Zoop. There we go. I'm making a little treat bag, okay, for Easter. I'm making a little note card. And then I'm also making, this is so funny, a little napkin holder. Now, for Christmas, I have like formal napkins that I pull out, but they're like red and gold. I can't use them for Easter. That's not Easter. Thanks, bud. Appreciate it. Okay. So I'm using just like paper napkins, like, cheap napkins, nothing fancy, not even like Easter-esh, nothing, just plain napkins. But you could easily adapt this if you wanted to use real cloth napkins. Okay. You just have to kind of fiddle with the sizing and the measurements a little bit. Oh, you just got it, Pam? Oh, you're going to love it. Oh, you're going to love it. It's so much fun. Okay, so we're making sort of a place setting. And how I imagine this is that I would kind of put this on everybody's PlayStation, PlayStation, not PlayStation, not the gaming device, with their name on it. And then they have a little treats and then a little note that I would write a nice message in it. What I was calling my son down for is last week I said to my husband, or whenever he went to the store, I said, honey, I need like some Easter treats. Like go to like the Easter aisle and get me Cadbury mini eggs. Oh my gosh. These are like, oh my gosh, they're my favorite. Like just the smell makes me happy. They're so yummy. And he calls me. He's like, Jamie, I can't find them. I'm like, what do you mean they don't have Cadbury eggs? We're like 3 weeks from out or 4 weeks out from Easter, whatever it is. They have to have Cadbury eggs. No, they don't have Cadbury eggs. I'm like, okay, I guess I'll settle for jelly beans. I don't really like jelly beans. I'm like, get the Jolly Rancher kind. Maybe it'll be a little better. They're not really. They're not that good. My kids were like, ooh. And then my daughter had one and she was like, oh, these are kind of gross. I'm like, I know they're kind of gross. So I went to the grocery store today and I got the real goods. I got what and like these don't match. These are like orange and red. Like I want the pastels of the Cadbury eggs. So we're going to make all things right and well in the world today and use Cadbury eggs. Okay. Okie dokie. Here we go. This is so different from anything I usually do. It's so odd. Do you like Cadbury eggs? Those are my daughter's favorite too. She can eat the huge bag of them. Yeah. Girl after my own heart there, Amy. I love them. I usually buy like the little bags because if not, I have like zero self-control with them. Oh, that is sweet, Kathy. Oh, that just touches my heart. Okay, let's do the note card first because that's more like a traditional card. Okay. If you aren't sure about these note cards, it says a quantity of 20. I think, yeah, that's 20 envelopes and 20 note cards. They measure 3 5/8 by 5 1/8. Now, you can't go mailing them. They're too small to put in the mail with a stamp. But they're great for putting on a gift, handing it to someone, place setting, that sort of thing. You can't put them in the mail. Although I think if you put more than one stamp, you probably can. But you wouldn't want I think you would at least need 2 stamps. You love jelly beans. Do you like black jelly beans, Colleen? Okay. Roll call. Who likes black jelly beans? My mom loves them. Oh, you can mail them? I thought you needed more than one stamp on them. My mom loves black jelly beans. I don't know. I don't get it. But really? Oh my goodness. Oh, really? Then forget everything I said. Amy says you can mail it with just one stamp. I take it all back. Take it all back. Okay. So, this is going to be interesting. And I'll tell you why in a second. Let me get stamping and then I'll tell you why this could get a little interesting real quickly. Ooh, black licorice. Ugh. My mom loves them. Yeah, no, yuck. I agree, Shanda. Okay, the bunny. Let me show you what we're working with. I'm so excited. I'm not even like properly showing what I'm using. So the Easter Friends is in the mini catalog. It is a red rubber stamp and it has really, really sweet images. I wish I knew someone that was expecting because I think it would make really great like baby mom to be, dad to be cards or like baby announcements or that sort of thing. Especially the little ducky, so cute. But definitely your Easter cards, your spring cards. This to me is an absolute must have. And I know I said it last week. I usually don't say must have too often, but these images are so sweet and I think everybody should have them. Sorry, you're getting a glare off my outlights. Yeah, I like the Starburst jelly beans. I don't like traditional jelly beans. Yeah, baby cards. Yeah. Okay, so I'm inking up the bunny. There's my seam there. Inking up the bunny in soft suede ink. I have them kind of hanging off the side a little bit. Hopefully, in theory, that's what I wanted. Beautiful. And then the little grass underneath him, I'm stamping in. Oh, I don't think I put it on a block. I know I didn't put it on a block. Oh, dear. Where's the grass? There's the grass. I'm going to do the grass in soft succulent. I had to think about it. Soft succulent ink on either side. I'm just eyeballing it because it is cling, so it's hard to get like an exact placement. But, more or less-ish. It is so stinking cute. I agree, Shirley. Okay. This is where we run into a little bit of an issue. Okay. So I have known for a while that my crumb cake Stampin' Blends markers are nearly dry. The light one more than the dark one. I keep forgetting to reorder it. So when I was making this card, I was like, and it was like, because it's like nearly dry. So we're going to attempt to use this. I'm not sure. I stored it, like I had it standing upright like this to get like all the ink down that is possibly left in this. But, oh, I think it might have worked. Oh my gosh. Okay. It definitely has more juice in it than it did the other day when I was making this project, because it was a little bad. So I'm just using the light. You see, it is running a little dry now. The light crumb cake, the brush end. And ideally, I would have stamped in Memento Black, because you're going to notice that the soft suede will run a little bit. But I didn't want such a stark, I didn't want black. I didn't want such a dark outline image. I don't know what I almost said there. I think I almost started speaking Spanish. I wanted like the lighter brown. And so you will see it does kind of smear the soft suede ever so slightly a little bit, but that's okay. It's all good. Come on, you can do it, crumb cake, just a little bit more. And then I desperately need to order a new one. I don't know what, I just keep forgetting, quite honestly. Okay, that's just the light. Then all I'm going to do, hi, Nan. Oh, you love my hair. Thank you. Hello from Peru. Like Peru, the city, or Peru, the country? Oh my goodness, Janet, are you from Peru, the country? Probably not. Hello from Peru. Are you from Peru, the country? My husband is from Peru, the country. Okay, so then I'm going to take the dark crumb cake, the ballpoint end, and I'm just going to kind of like go over some of the darker spots, because it does kind of get a little muted. After, coloring over it, because, it does smear it a little bit and you lose a little bit of that outline. So I'm just kind of going over some of the spots that could use a little dark outline. You're from Lima? No. Are you serious? Do you know me? Janet Aguilar Hernandez. My husband is from Peru. No kidding. I'm trying to think. We're not family, are we? I'm sorry if we are. Okay. Crumb cake. And then I'm going to take the soft succulent and just go over just a little bit, very rough, not overthinking it, the grass, just to make it a little bit more prominent and kind of mirror the little bunny up here. You're not okay. I'm like, what are the odds? I mean, my husband's from Lima. How funny is that? He's from San Isidro. I wonder where. That's so funny. We're going to be in, we'll be in Lima over the summer for 3 weeks. So funny. Such a small world. Okay. So there's Mr. Bunny. I'm going to stamp the sentiment, which I didn't put on a block. Isn't he so cute, Karen? I just love the images. There was a bunny, a spring like Easter set last year, and I didn't get it, and I regretted it so much. And I thought, oh no, this year I'm definitely getting the Easter set. I am not doing that 2 years in a row. Thanks, Rosie. Thanks. It's so fun, isn't it? Like, it's so light and fluffy. I can't stop touching it. So bad. Okay, I put it on a block, so let me just check that we are even Steven. Ooh, I think we are. I think that's pretty good. He is so adorable. So my question to you, as I stamp the sentiment here, do you mail out Easter cards, and have you started? Because this is your public service announcement. If you do mail Easter cards and you have not yet bought your stamp set or product you plan on using, you really need to do that. And I think I just smeared the sentiment a little bit. We may have to do a little touch up if it really smeared. Oh, no. Oh, just a little bit. Okay. So this is your public service announcement. If you make Easter cards, you want to make an Easter place setting, you want to make Easter projects, okay? This is your public service announcement. You need to order it like now, like today. Like pause the video, go place the order, and then come back, okay? Because we're running out of time. By the time you get your product, you're going to need time to prep it. Then you're going to have to pop the cards in the mail, and that all takes time. So it's so funny. Paper crafters, card makers, we almost need to be like a holiday ahead, right? Like we really need to be one step ahead because we need time to order the product. We need time to prep the product. Oh, there we go. That's our little note card. Super, super easy. And then lastly, I am going to add a little bit of, we're going to add a little bit of the DSP to my envelope flap. And this is 1 3/4 by 5 1/4. And it's from the Pansy Petals, I think it's what it's called. Designer series paper. Whoops. Which is like perfect. It has a soft succulent gingham. It has a fresh freesia gingham. And it has a pale papaya gingham. And gingham to me is like, it screams spring. When I see gingham, like I have to use it in Easter spring cards. Oops. I don't know if I have any scissors. Oh, yes, scissors. Okay, so here's our oh, it's too short. How did I measure that wrong? Hold on. Don't do as Jamie did. I totally measured that one wrong. Is this going to be short too? Hold on. Let's see. Is my glue still dry? Oh, I am. How did I measure that one wrong? So it shouldn't be 1 3/4. It should be 2 inches. Sorry. If you're doing the little flap, it should be 2 inches by 5 and whatever I told you. 2 by 5 1/4. Okay. This majorly needs a haircut because it's so oversized. Well, better to be too big than too small, right? Did anybody get snow today? We got snow today. It's crazy. Your husband loves gingham. I do too. I do too. Okay. Little note card done. Isn't that sweet? Super sweet. And here's the thing. If you're just starting off, simple stamping, okay? Ink and paper. And you don't even have to color the bunny if you don't want to. You could leave them just stamped. You don't have to color them in, okay? So really simple project. Next, let's do my silverware. Oh, you're wearing shorts. My parents are on their way back from Florida and they are very tan. And I'm like, just so you know, I showed them a picture of the snow. I'm like, this is what's waiting you. Okay, here's our place setting. Now, I made it to the measurements. Obviously, I'm using a paper napkin, just like a disposable napkin. If you were using cloth napkins, you would just have to kind of adjust your measurements. And I have a 4-letter name. You could probably fit a 5-letter name, but if you have a 6-letter name, you're probably going to have to make this a little bit wider. No big deal. Just need to adapt as well. So I have another piece. I'm sticking with that same gingham. That's kind of like the soft succulent gingham is what's kind of tying everything together. And this measures, nope, that's my ripped one. Hold on. Uh-oh, where's my, oh my gosh, that's the one that I just used was my ripped one. Hold on, I gotta cut another one. Oh, that's funny. Where did I put it? I thought I had another piece. Oh, I may have to use the ripped one. I had one more little piece. I can't believe I did that. Okay, well, I'm going to have to use the ripped one. So here's the thing about the designer series paper. If you are scoring it, you got to be gentle. I was not gentle. Oh, I did have another piece. I thought I had another piece. I was not gentle and I ripped it. So if you are scoring designer series paper, it's not cardstock. You don't have to press so hard. Learn from Jamie. Don't press so hard. Just add a spoon to the napkin, then you will have to make a line. I had a spoon. Where is it? I had one down here and I'm like, there's no room for it. So I left it out. That's how I dealt with it, Rosie. I'm like, there's no room for the spoon. We don't need spoons. That's how I dealt with that issue. Oh my goodness. Okay, so to make the place setting, I have a 2x7 piece of DSP. 2x7 piece of DSP. That means what I put down was scored. That's so funny. I don't know how I did that. That's very silly of me. Okay, and then what you're going to do is score it at 2 inches. Gentle, 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 gentle. Okay, maybe a little harder, but not too hard. Did it go through? Yeah. Okay, 2 inches. 2 inches and 5 inches. 2 inches and 5 inches we're scoring. Okay, so 2x7, scored at 2, scored at 5. Gentle, gentle. Okay, talk sweet to it. Sorry, my paper keeps moving. I've been trying to use the blends, but they all run and I'm not very steady. Yeah, you got to just keep trying. Especially if they're new, they'll be very, very juicy. How else do you describe it? So yeah, try not to go to the very edge. So if I have new markers and I'm coloring, you know, let's see here. How close can I get? I'm going to go like not quite touch the edge, and then it will bleed to the edge. Okay. If you have a new marker, especially if you have a new marker, don't go right up to the edge. Go like just before it, and then the marker itself will bleed because it's a blending marker. So it's meant to kind of like whatever that word is. Yes, and a really light touch. Yes, Amy, good. Another good tip. Yeah, you don't need a little dab will do ya. Yep, you can always add more, but you can't take off. Well, I guess you could use the color lifter, but you know what I mean. Okay, so I'm gonna score on my score lines, which I was so light-handed I can barely see. I went from one extreme to the other. There we go. Okay, now, I mean, technically I could use some tear and tape. And maybe I should because I can't find, there it is, my adhesive. But it's not really, it's just holding a flap and it's holding a paper napkin. So just a little bit of a little seal will do ya. And then what I like to do is instead of like closing it tight, I kind of put them together while they're still a little open like that. Well, it's a little hard to do while I'm showing you, but you know what I mean? Like that. So that it's kind of, there's space. I'm not putting the ends together like super tight. You got to be able to put your napkin in it, right? Okay. Then I have a piece of soft succulent. It's 1x3. And ahead of time, oh my goodness, I lost my letters. Oh my gosh, where are my letters? Did my letters fall? Well, I have a W and I have an I. Oh my goodness. This is like the hot mess show today. Hold on. This is what happens when I do 3 projects. I'm going to have to cut them. I lost my letters. I lost all my L's. Hold on. Talk amongst yourselves. Oh my goodness. I lost my L's. Where did my L's go? I'm sure they fell. Okay, anyways, you can use the playful alphabet dies. I'm going to use them considering I don't have any L's. And my husband's name is not we. Oh my goodness. That's so funny. I lost both of my L's. Okay, let me just cut this out quickly. I do need white cardstock. Hold on. Oh my goodness, I tell ya. Never a dull moment here when I'm stamping. Never, ever, ever. Come on, you silly goose. Come on. Oh my goodness. Check the cat. He probably swiped it. I have no idea, but you know what? As soon as I get, oh, here's one. Oh, I found one. I wonder if it fell in my drawer. Okay, well, I found one, so I only have to do one. Okay, so these dies are great because they cut out letters, which means you can pretty much make any sentiment. You could have written out Easter. You could have written out whatever you want to write out, you could have written out. And I love it because you can do like sentiments for different holidays, different occasions. Like over Halloween, people were doing Boo. I thought that was like super cute. Or you could do like for Christmas, you could do Holly or Jolly or whatever, really. It's so fun. The sky is the limit. Okay, here we go, folks. Who's with me? Oh, 26 of you are still. We're going to put a little glue on this if I can get it out. There we go. And hopefully get it on straight. Ah, forget it. Here I am trying to get fancy. I should use my inverted tweezers. You need a bin to put all your project pieces in so you don't lose them. I know. You're right. You're absolutely right. Well, normally I'm only doing one project, so it's a little easier. It's like all of it is kind of together. Of course, these are all excuses I'm telling myself as to why I'm not organized. In my head, I'm a very organized person, but it's in complete denial because I'm really not. I'm like organized chaos. You know what I mean? Like I kind of know where everything is and whatnot. I say that, but then I don't know where my two L's are. Okie dokie. There we go. Will. Done. That's my husband's name. Paul is my dad. Will is my husband. So the men in my household are done. And I'm going to, did I use? Yeah, I used dimensionals. 1, 2, 3, 4 should do it. I'm going to find that other L someday. And then I'll post it on Facebook that I found the L. Oh my goodness. Okay, after this, we're going to do the treat because this is all I'm doing for the letters. It's so easy. Done. And it kind of like becomes a little 3D because that kind of bends and then the soft succulent stays nice and straight. Okay, so let me get my napkin. Maybe. Oh my gosh, man, that is so funny. I may have lost an L, but I have my take your pick tool. Like, I can't do it all. I can't have everything. That's just asking too much. Come on. How much snow we got? We were supposed to get like a dusting to an inch, but there's at least 2 to 3 inches out there, maybe. Like enough that the snowblower had to come out. I didn't snowblow, but to me, I'm like on Friday it's gonna be 50. It'll all melt. I'm not shoveling. Maybe it's with your adhesives. Yeah, maybe somewhere. Oh my goodness, Judy, that's amazing. Yes, I have my take your pick tool and I have my bone folder. Now, I can't do it all. Someday, but not today and not right now. Okie dokie. Now, treat holder. This is probably my favorite part. This is awesome. If you have young kids, you could do teachers' gifts. You could do bus driver gifts. You can make this, pop it in your mailbox for your mailman. You could, at your favorite barista, you take your coffee, you hand the treat bag. I mean, this is just, you can do so much with this. Even outside of Easter, you could stamp spring on it instead. I mean, you can do so much with treat bags to really bless someone else and bring a smile to their face and kind of make their day. So I'm a huge fan of treat bags. I think cards are amazing. Treats are amazing. Put them together and it's like a match made in heaven. Okay. So these are the 3x9 printed gusseted cellophane bags. They're really long. They're 3x9. They are 3x9. We do not need 3x9. So I'm going to do a little trim and I'm going to cut 2 inches off the top and make it smaller. Oh, that makes sense, Judy. Oh yeah, I can totally see how you might lose that. Hey, Rachel, good evening. So again, really tall. You don't need it that tall. Just trim off a little bit. I cut 2 inches off the top and we're going to fill this with like the right kind of Easter candy. You know what I mean? None of this jelly bean stuff. We don't need the jelly beans. Okay, give us the chocolate. I'm not even a chocolate person, but these things Like just the smell of them make me so happy. And they're the right color. Like the jelly beans orange, no thank you. We need the pastels. It's Easter treats. So I'm going to fill this. I don't know. Maybe a little bit more. I don't know. I'm not counting. So put them in until they look right. The good chocolate, the good stuff. None of that jelly bean stuff around here. None of that. I was in a pinch the other day, so I told my husband, okay, yeah, fine, that works. But, okay, so we have that. I ahead of time use the tailor-made tags, which again, if you do not have it, you need them. I have used mine so many times. They make tags, which you use for gift giving, but I also love to put tags on my cards. So I use the smaller one and the second smaller one to cut out tags. Oh, whew, thought I lost it. I think Easter candy chocolate is best year round. The M&M Easter eggs. And then I use the same dies that cut out a little soft succulent, like hole reinforcer. I don't know what that's called. Whatever that's called. And, oh, I got to clean my stamp. I'm going to stamp the sentiment. I don't know if I can do it. I may have to stamp it separately and cut it out. I don't think my skills are up for testing stamping on that. Not the way my evening's going, at least. Okay, I have a scrap paper. This is what we're going to do. Okay, so happy Easter. There's two ways you can go about doing the sentiment, okay? I just want the word Easter. I don't want the word happy. I want you to have a happy Easter, but I just don't want my sentiment to say it. My note card says it. I just like everybody, unless you're confused, this is for Easter. That's all I'm saying, okay? So one of two things. You could take a Stampin' Right marker and just color the word Easter, stamp. You could do the washi tape technique, cover the word happy with washi tape, ink up your Easter, remove the washi tape, and stamp it. Or door number 3, the words are far enough apart, okay, there's enough of a gap in between that I'm going to have to do this off camera. Well, hold on, I'll do this. Okay, that if you hold it up and you look, you can just ink up Easter. Aha, works every time. Move it back. I love when it works. I love when it works. But I put my dies away, I think. I did put my dies away. So I'm just going to use the smallest one of the more boxy looking tag. There are 2 styles. I'm using the more boxy one. Oops. Okay. And this is what you, I'm not a big Reese's, oh, don't hate me. I'm not a big Reese's Pieces person, Reese's peanut butter person. I'm not a big peanut butter and chocolate person. I know. Everybody's going to hate me for it, but it's not my favorite. I feel like guilty saying it, but I don't really like it. Okay, I'm going to stamp the little chick. So cute. In Bumblebee ink. I want the darkest orange. I guess I could have gone crushed curry, but I really like Bumblebee, which it'll be retiring, which is sad. And then I'm going to take my So Saffron markers and give them a color in. Just like my other one, when I was coloring the crumb cake into the soft suede, it will smear the stamped, as you can see, like I'm losing that little detail there. So if you don't like that, you're going to have to stamp in Memento ink and then color it in that way. But I really, again, didn't want that black outline contrast. So what I'm going to do instead, that was my light marker. I'm going to come in with my dark marker and just kind of add some dark light. Dark light. It's not low light, so highlight? No, whatever. To kind of give them a little bit more shape to where some of those dark spots were. Like that. I'm not going to color the beak. I'm not going to color the legs because I don't know what color they should be. And I like it not colored. I'm going to do a little fussy cutting. If you don't want a fussy cut, you can easily cut this out with like a circle punch or your layering circles dies. But we're going to test our skills a little here. We can do it. If you're not a fan of fussy cutting, I totally understand. Not everybody likes it, but I would always encourage you to keep practicing and keep trying, because honest to goodness, the more you practice, the more comfortable you feel doing it and the easier it is. And you get better at it, just like anything. Practice may not make perfect, but it does help. Okay, I'm definitely going faster than I normally would, so you can see some of the imperfections. You can see some of them. Okay, there we go. Okay, here we go. We are going to take a dimensional and put it on the chick for him to go at the bottom of our gingham tag, like so. Okay, then our sentiment is going to go right. It's not going to go on dimensionals. You could if you want. I didn't choose to. I kind of wanted it almost a little bit underneath the chick, but you want to line up your holes because that, you know, your ribbon's going to go through there. I don't want it completely covering the word Easter. Oops. I'm moving along faster than it's drying. Maybe I should have put my chick a little lower. That's okay. And then I have this little reinforced bit, which is super cute. Just a nice little extra little doodah touch. Oh, good. Yes, exactly. You have to keep at it. You have to keep practicing. And I wasn't a huge fan myself, but now I don't mind it. I really, really don't. Because you can also get different images and it kind of opens up a whole sort of other world, but I really like. Oops, I forgot to grab my white twine. Okay, here we go. Now let's put it together. I have some soft, succulent ribbon. Beautiful ribbon. This, and I don't make bows. You know how I feel about bows. It's a hate-hate relationship. There's no love. It's all hate. But I know Amy hates it. But we're going to tie a bow. We're going to do our best, okay? You do your best at fussy cutting, and I'm going to do my best at tying a bow. And that's all anyone can ask of us, right? That's all. Well, that's not that bad. Not bad at all for someone that doesn't like bow making. That's not that bad. Okie dokie. So tied a bow. I'm going to leave my tails really long because I love really long tails. If you don't, just trim them shorter. No big deal. Now we're going to weave in. Now, tricky, tricky, tricky. It's a little tricky, a little bit. I'm going to take my pointy end of my take your pick tool. I'm going to fold over my twine. And I'm going to use my take your pick tool. I guess I could have done this ahead of time, but I didn't want to do it ahead of time. And I'm going to just push my twine through. Kind of like, what's that called? Threading, like threading a needle almost. My nails, there we go. I was like, if my nails were longer, I could really grab it, but okay. Then we're going to put my ends through. Let me give it a little bit of a haircut. Doot, doot. Perfect. Pull that through. Awesome. Pull it through. Perfect. And give it a nice tug. And then those are way too long. Give that a nice haircut. And there's your, doesn't it look so much better with the Cadbury eggs? So much better, right? Right? I'll give you all my bows and you can give me all your fussy cutting and it'll be a match made in heaven. Okay, so we have a little treat holder for Cadbury eggs. Not any of those black licorice jelly beans. We have a little silverware holder / place setting that you can put your forks. If you want a spoon in there, you're going to have to make it wider. I was not going to forego I brought it down. I had it and I'm like, I can't, well, I guess I can cut. It's a little tight, but you can make a spoon in there. It's a little tight, but that's okay. Little name setting and then a little note card to go with it. and they all coordinate, they all match, they all work together. Isn't that cute? So cute, right? So here's your public service announcement. Again, if you are interested in making Easter projects, spring projects, buy them now. Don't wait. You're going to run out of time. You want to make sure you have plenty of time to get crafting and doing all the projects you're looking to do. So maybe you're not hosting Easter. Maybe you don't know that, like, need a place setting, but I hope you are inspired to maybe make a couple of treat holders to bless someone with, or to make some cute note cards to pop in the mail or to hand out to someone. So you can definitely adapt these ideas, these crafts outside of your place setting. Okay. Thank you everyone for coming in tonight. I really appreciate you swinging by. Be sure to get your orders in so you get those upgraded spiral bound annual catalogs. If you have any questions, let me know. I always love to help and answer questions. So thank you everyone so much for coming out tonight. I will see you back next week, same time, same place. Bye everyone.